Hello my Capricorn friends, I'm Elizabeth Ashley, the Secret Healer. Welcome to my channel, list of essential oils and their uses. And today I'm going to do a reading for Capricorn for July 2020 using my cards, the Tongue of the Trees cards. They were co-created with Hungarian aromatherapist and they are designed to bypass the conscious mind and to talk to the unconscious mind. So Gegle Halodi, the other aromatherapist, and I both felt that when we were working with the cards, they were extremely useful for being able to go past what was going on in our thoughts and show what was happening in the emotional and physical and mental realms. So for example, I am a professional pain practitioner. I teach aromatherapists how to treat pain, and quite often people will come to me who have really strong pain conditions and the doctor cannot help. They've had loads of MRIs, they've had lots of blood tests, and nothing is showing as to why they might be feeling poorly. And that can be any kind of pain, but also it could be respiratory problems, all manner of different things, IBS, and the doctor can't explain it. But when we look at the emotional side, we can see that quite often there are emotional triggers, mental things happening that make the illness worse. So these were originally designed to be able to go back and try and understand how we can choose essential oils to be able to help them. However, when I was designing these, I made a special spread called the Ring of the Tree spread, which traces right back to the beginning of the pain. But I've realised that if I, rather than go backwards, if I go forwards, I can use the cards to be able to see what's happening and how we can look at the transits that are going to happen in the next month. So main things that are happening next month is Saturn retrogrades into your sign of Capricorn. And of course you have a full moon in your sign of Capricorn, and I'm a Cancerian, so you and I have felt strong vibrations of these series of eclipses, the final eclipse in your sign. July the 11th, Chiron turns retrograde into Aries, and Chiron's the wounded healer, so we feel this quite strongly. And these are things that perhaps we just feel subtle changes, different triggers affect us all differently, don't they? And it's our history and relationship with the stars that makes us react differently. So plants have a very unique relationship with the heavens, and plant medicine is extremely good at being able to navigate these changes. So with the Ring of the Tree spread, it's 13 cards. So I'm going to draw 13 cards for you to see, and then I'll tell you a little bit more about the cards, and then I'll turn the camera around so that you can see the spread. So Capricorn, what are your cards? Let's see, where should we start for Capricorn? Your first card is that's really strange, the same as Cancer had, which is, she's one of my best friends, Sweet Basil. She says, get out of your head. As I say, I'll show you the cards and then I'll read it to you, but she is one of the most helpful creatures. Oh my goodness. Where there is jasmine, there can be no worries. That's what it says in Sanskrit. There's a lot going on inside your head by the looks of stuff. Oh, and maybe you're being a bit too serious. That is very much a Capricorn trait. You can't be serious with some Mandarin. You just can't. She's playful and dignified and just sweet, sweet, sweet. I'm interested to see all of these respiratory medicine cards come up, because obviously the world needs respiratory medicine a lot right now. And so lots of people are using things like eucalyptus, tea tree, lemon, but they're only imagining the physical properties. And essential oils don't have side effects, they have many main effects. So when we use an essential oil to bring about a physical change, that's also moves through energetically through the emotional and the mental bodies. So how's that working out for Capricorn in the emotional side? Well, look at that. It's interesting. Nice sacred oil, very deep, very masculine and sexy galbanum. Very sacred oil. Sisters. The plant of trauma. This is nice. The things I'm saying make it sound like it's all bad stuff. Actually, this looks nice stuff to me. And ginger, lovely and warming and zesty and impetus, full of impetus moving forward. Ah, you've got the priestess card. My lovely Melissa, how I love her. The joy before the trauma. Ylang-a-lang, you've got lovely oils. So this is euphoric and delicious and delightful. Number 10. Number 10. Thyme. It's coming out quite a few times this month, and it's an underused oil. Very well respected in French aromatherapy, but not used very much. You got cypress. I've been working with cypress ever such a lot lately. The old life to the new. We all know how that feels right now. A difficult time to be able to navigate it. Anticipation of new stuff going forward. Where are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is you now. Anticipation for the future. In the future. Ooh, lovely protection meditative card. So as I say, we've drawn 13 cards. And if you decide to buy these, which of course I hope that you will, there is also an additional project that goes with it called the knowledge base. And really we're using the knowledge base here today. What Gagley and I realised was there were huge chunks of knowledge that hadn't been brought together in aromatherapy. And that was the energetics of an essential oil. So for example, is something cooling or warming or drying or moistening? But also, how does it work on the Ayurvedic principles? How does it work on the traditional Chinese medicine? And from my point of view, how does it look through the lens of medical astrology? What planets rule which essential oils, because they're all which plants? So all of that comes together in a knowledge base. So I'll turn the camera around now and I'll show you the spread, and we will talk it through all of the dynamics of each archetype to understand the thread of each story behind each oil that's been chosen for you. Hi Capricorn. I'll start with a couple of apologies. Firstly, that you can't see all the cards. I will show you them as we go through. And also for the state of my nails. Goodness me, lockdown is not treating me well. And the funny thing is, that's almost exactly what your reading is about. When you pull the cards out to begin with, it can be hard to see what they're talking about until you lay them down. And I like to look at them against your transit. So first of all, if I show you, this is a ring of the trees reading with the tongue of the trees cards. So the ring of the trees obviously spirals out to show evolution. So we start here with card number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So here is our outcome card. And to me, that just says destiny, spiritual destiny. And the whole thing looks to me like everything is coming to culmination for you. I feel like you've finished a project, or you've been working very hard on something and you are watching it launch or start to flourish, and things are really starting to come into fruition for you. I can see results for hard work. The only thing is that what I can see as a result of that is you have been working so hard, everything else has got neglected. So we've got some beautiful oils here. Jasmine and ylang-ylang, the most beautiful sort of pampering oils. We've got lovely skincare oils going up everywhere. So let's kind of just trace it round and have a look. And what I'll do at the end is I'll put some recipes up. And I think what's interesting and almost boring for you as well, although you'll probably go, no, that's great, is all of the other signs have got quite deep psychological stuff this month, whereas yours is turning out to be really skincare recipes that I'll post up for you, because I feel that's what you need. But I feel like you're coming in absolutely the strongest position. Now, bear in mind that I am reading it, and I am the creators of the cards. So therefore, I have my own preconceptions of who comes to the fore. For Sweet Basil to come up, she is so bossy. She's like a sergeant major, and I always think of like being on an assault course and trying to climb the rope ladder, and her just shouting at me. I'm not allowed to back out because it's just too difficult. She will say, get out of your head, just do it. So one of two things here. When she comes up at the beginning of the reading, that says to me, just get on with it. Stop worrying about it. But also the fact that she stepped up. She doesn't step up very much. She likes to shout from behind. She's always got your back. She's a great friend. But the fact that she's walked over to you says to me, she's saying, proud of you. You did that. You did that. So that's a beautiful place to start. And Jasmine says, where there is Jasmine, there can be no worries. So she said, get out of your head. And she said, stop worrying. But also her key word is intensity. It's like you are in the middle of the flame. And to me, that says, feel what is going on. Enjoy the moment, especially when it's followed by Mandarin. And incidentally, if you blend Mandarin and Jasmine together, it smells spectacular. Mandarin says party, but a dignified party. And let's be honest, my lady, she doesn't do a bit dignified partying. She's swigging bottles on the on the bar with the knickers being shown. But Mandarin drinks tea from a china teacup, and she chats about the weather, and she's always got scintillating things to say, but she's extremely dignified. So to me, this says you're enjoying what's going on, but you're not shouting the odds. You're just saying, yeah, I'm quite pleased with how that went. Let me show you how it went. And that's lovely, because Eucalyptus says, to thine own self be true. Enjoy that this came from you. Whatever this is, this feels like it was a really deep, hard piece of work. And let's be honest, you Capricorns know how to graft. You know how to dot the I's, cross the T's. And you've enjoyed doing that. And it feels very, very authentic to you, and very much like your piece of work or your piece of creativity, your creation. And that's great. Galbanum is a very deep psychological plant. And it's funny, actually, I wouldn't expect it to come up as often as it has done doing these readings this week. And that says to me that there is deep change everywhere. And the same question is being asked every single time, because Galbanum asks, who am I? And helps you to really look inside and switch off all those negative voices and all of that stuff that comes from other cultures and other societies, and conversations about, I'm worried about this, I'm worried about that, and those cultural overlays. Deep in the quietness, in the silence, who am I? Who was I at that moment of conception, that I chose this moment to come to earth, to play out, let's be honest, this strange drama that we're playing at the moment? Your soul chose that. So why? Why did it choose it? And potentially the fact that we can see that it's, Eucalyptus says this is very authentic stuff. Maybe for the first time, people will be able to see who you are, because it will shine through in this project. And you'll be able to say, yeah, for the first time, that actually does feel like me. I don't feel like I've just delivered on somebody's expectations. I feel like it's not my life's work, because your life's work is only just beginning. But maybe it's the first step where you think, actually, that's the first time I've spoken honestly or created something honest in my lifetime. Cistus is an oil we use for trauma. It's a big gun and we don't use it often, to be honest. And although it is a skincare oil as well, so like I say, you are getting lots of skincare oils coming out. Really does make me think that you need looking after. Well, don't we all, after the lockdown? But this says it's not like the past. This is the present. And it's also saying, don't look to the future. Enjoy the present. Feel this. Be part of this. Exist in this moment, because this moment will be gone. And if you're not careful, you're going to miss it. And then it's going to become another regret, another trauma. So live in this second and enjoy it. Really, that's a perfect partner to Jasmine. Intensity. Feel the intensity of the moment. And it's a strange thing, really, that ginger comes here. There are, I think, 2 PowerPoints in a reading like this, which is card 3, 1, 2, 3, and 7, 4, 5, 6, 7, here and here. What we also sometimes see is the psychology comes from these 2. But this and this, in fact, if we put this, this and this together, it would make the most beautiful blend. And this says, ginger says, impetus, get started. Stop being lazy. Stop procrastinating. Mandarin says, let's be playful about this. And Sweet Basil says, get out of your head. That's a real power duo that says, I'm just going to enjoy this. I'm going to stop worrying about what's going on, and I'm going to ride this wave. And if we look at ginger, what's interesting is ginger's taken from the root. And roots understand subconscious, you know, they've been down in the underworld. And ginger says, leave that history down there. It's time to shoot upwards. Feel some zest, get some zing into life, but leave that stuff down there. That's too hot. Leave that heat there. The other oil that really understands the underworld is Melissa. Melissa is the priestess. She was the priestess of many of the archetypes of the sacred feminine, of Demeter and the Kore. She became Persephone. The Melissae are the bee goddesses, and the bees go down and speak to the dead. So what's interesting about Melissa is she sounds like a dark oil, but she's sheer joy, absolutely. And what she says is, I am the meadow before hell broke open and Hades snatched Persephone. I am the meadow full of flowers and innocence, and I am utter joy because I don't know anything else. So to get all of these oils, and look, delight following it, ylang ylang is balance and euphoric. It's just a delicious party, everything that's going on around you. I feel so happy for you, Capricorn. And what's interesting, I guess, I'm a Cancerian, and you and I, we're opposite sides of the zodiac. So we've had a push me pull you thing going for a long time, for about 18 months, with the eclipses going on. And of course this month, this is the culmination of our eclipses. So yeah, you know, this is an outcome for you, but also the push me pull you plays out that anything that's to do with Cancer is a bit out of your realm, like Capricorn's out of mine. So I'm not a very good accountant. Maybe I should employ you. But also, you're not very good at the nurturing side. You forget. You don't feel it's important. It's so far out. It's right across the universe to you. Whereas this is all saying, nurture yourself. What are you not doing to look after yourself? So, like I say, there is a lot of skincare. But also, we could say there's meditation stuff. Meditation. We could say there is mental health stuff. This is all depression stuff. There is empowerment stuff. There, it's very, very mixed, and only you can know And I guess that's the card that says that. What's sacred to you? What have you been ignoring? Who am I? And in my who am I, what do I neglect? What do I leave out of things? And when you know that, hopefully, you'll be able to look at the slides and go, well, she guessed that, and work that out. But I think, you know, whether it's money that you neglect, whether it's people that you neglect, to me, I think, you know, sweet basil is ruled by Mars and Aries. And Aries is the first, it's the baby of the zodiac. And it's the I want, I need, I am. Well, the fact that that's there just says to me, I want, I need, I am. It's about sorting out, what do you need? What's missing? It's beautiful. I really like it. It's an exciting, it's just easy stuff, you know. There's nothing there that says to me that you're going to go dark places at all. It's just going to be, I'm just going to enjoy what's happened to me, whatever that is. I don't know what it is, actually. Sometimes I can see, oh, it's money or it's creative. But I don't know. But hopefully, well, maybe it's lockdown. I don't know. But at the end of it, you'll think, well, yeah, I did well there. I did well, and I'm going to ride this out. But I am going to say, right, I am starting to understand some stuff about me. Some stuff that I feel that I'm missing, that I don't like about me, that I'm neglecting about me, I guess. You know, these are playful. Remember, this is the meadow before she was snatched. This is playful. This is euphoric lightness. This is a party. This is just all lovely playfulness. And I think the whole thing's saying, come on, lighten up a bit, Capricorn. Do yourself a favour. And just have a bit of fun. It's all delicious. And this here is comforting. I think you're going to find the fun comforting, and I think that's nurturing that you are going to give yourself, and I demand that you give yourself. You're just going to find it really comforting and strengthening for the next part of the journey. And what's interesting about that is the sun goes into your 8th house, and that's a lot to do with releasing stuff, old fears. And so in this journey, like I say, it doesn't feel frightening at all. It's a bit like, oh, just forget it. And as you're going into these esoteric realms, perhaps you start to, or maybe you look at the cards and you say, well, I would like to learn how to do that. Those essential oils really helped me. I'd like to learn more about that. And that's absolutely the right medicine for now. You know, it's metaphysical. It's having no form, but just being extraordinary. You know, that really worked for me. I couldn't put my finger on why it worked for me, but it really did. So I'm quite envious. I wish this was mine. Mine doesn't look as good as this. So I'm going to show you your slides. Just say goodbye now, and then I will show you your slides with your recipes, and hopefully I see you in August. So I hope you found that useful. They're very weird, these cards. When I designed them, and Gergely asked me to write the translations to his to his Hungarian poems, I had to listen to the plants all over again, and to hear them speak to me was very strange and stressful, and I didn't like it, and I didn't think they'd be good. When I got them in my hands and started to work with them, I found them extraordinary. And I hope that you do too. Now, obviously, if you are not a regular follower of my channel because you're not an aromatherapist, like and subscribe now, and comment and share, please. Also, in the description, you will find how to buy the Tongue of the Trees cards, but also how to buy the knowledge base. And remember that they are separate. The cards are available from Fragrant Earth in Glastonbury, and soon will be available from Amazon. So just keep watching, because as soon as they are, you'll get a link in the link below, and that's Amazon UK just at the moment. The knowledge base is a digital platform, and so the second that you pay me £45, I can send it down to you, and there is over 40 different videos in there looking at all aspects of the oil. Also, make sure that you check out my books. If you're a beginner to essential oils, look at download my free book from Amazon, The Complete Guide to Clinical Aromatherapy and the Essential Oils of the Physical Body. Snappy title. I've regretted it ever since I did it. But also, if you are a beginner to essential oils and you're starting to really enjoy them, but you're not confident, perhaps also look for the recipe hub that goes with the tongue of the trees. Totally unrelated to any of the readings that we've done, but it's using the cards to make recipes. There's just around about 200 recipes in there, how to make treatments for body lotions, for shampoos, for anything you can think of, from bronchitis to, I can't think of something from beginning with Z, sunburn, right the way across. So yeah, have a look, go and have a look at my website. And incidentally, if you would like me to do your own personal reading, if you have a look on my website, thesecrethealer.co.uk, there is a link for consultations. Book an hour-long personal consultation, and yeah, I'll do your own reading. For now, thank you for being generous and all the nice things that you've said, and I look forward to doing your August readings.
So you get your phone, you turn it this way up, and then there's a little red subscribe button. Turn it grey by clicking it, and then there's a little bell. Click that and press all at the bottom of your phone or tablet or computer. It will say you will receive all notifications. And then there's a little hand with a thumbs up. Click that, it'll turn it blue and it says added to your liked videos. And there will be comments. And if you want to, you can send a comment and say like hi's to mum and dad, like. And then the link to the next video will be in the description below underneath the video. So, bye!